A group digging into government spending is focusing on how Maine is using its lawsuit settlements against drug manufacturers for their alleged role in causing the state's opioid crisis.
Jeremy Portnoy of Open the Books tells us that there's already some concerns with the state's transparency. Jeremy joins us live with a breakdown. And Jeremy, what did you find?
Good morning, Jeff and Katie. So we know so far Maine has gotten $236 million from these opioid settlements. About $5 million of that is going to Cumberland County over the next 20 years. And that money's already started being dispersed. Some of it's paid for showers and food for the homeless population, mobile medical van that can treat overdose victims, and a portion will also go towards harm reduction measures. So the city's defining that as a movement for social justice that's based on the respect for the rights of people who use drugs. So it's going to pay for mental health workers, community engagement workers that point drug users towards treatment resources and try to keep them out of prison for low-level offenses.
Tell us more about how the funding is split between the state and local governments.
So half of Maine's money is going to go towards the Maine Recovery Council. That's 15 people appointed by the state that will disperse it to other nonprofits. 30% goes to the Attorney General. The other 20% goes to the county governments and some cities throughout Maine. Now the issue there is that the Attorney General and the counties won't be legally required to publish a publicly available report on how they spend their money, which is not normal. Vermont is the only other state in New England that hasn't committed towards that transparency, and it could be an issue.
Why is transparency so important when we talk about spending some of this money for lawsuits, especially the opioid settlement?
Well, we've already seen this is a huge influx of cash, and there's other governments around the country that have not been equipped to handle it. Over in Delaware, their Attorney General warned them they were losing most of the money to fraud. They didn't listen, spent $2 million more just a couple days later. Over in Philadelphia, they spent $8 million on a playground and roof repairs instead of on their opioid response. And it's possible we could see Maine struggle with similar issues, but if they're not publishing the data, we'll have no way of holding them accountable.
And how does Maine settlement money compare to other states?
So there's only 10 states that got less money than Maine so far, but that's normal for New England. Some of those settlements have been fairly low, except for Pennsylvania. That state actually has more than the rest of New England combined because of Philadelphia's big settlements. But California is all the way at the top of the list with $4 billion in settlements, but it's still ongoing. Baltimore alone is asking for $5 billion. Maine's going to be asking for more money, so we'll keep tracking these settlements and update you.
All right, Jeremy Portnoy with Over the Books, thank you very much.
Thank you.